Boston Greenfest, which started this afternoon and runs through Sunday at 6 p.m., is the city's multicultural environmental music festival. All weekend, City Hall Plaza and Faneuil Hall will be humming with music, dance, an Echo Film Festival, and a variety of family-friendly activities related to living more greenly and more responsibly. This completely free festival, now in its 9th year, is organized by the Boston-based Foundation for the Green Future. Joining me now is Marcelo Ramirez, the festival's outreach coordinator to the Latino community. Good to have you on here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. First of all, tell us about your work in particular. You try to reach the Hispanic. There's no one Latino community in Boston, right? There's many. So how do you approach telling them about this festival?
Well, first I go through Karen, and she basically has such a good network that she introduces me by mail, like she did with you. And then after that, I will call them and try to talk to them in Spanish, so that will be easier for us to understand each other. And I explain what the festival is and what we're working on and why is this very important for us. So try to get them to have us here like we are right now.
All right. Now, I guess like different parts of the United States, some states are very ecologically conscious and other states are, they don't recycle or anything. Is that true of the different Latino communities? We have strong Dominican, Puerto Rican communities here in Boston, and maybe they're not all on the same page as far as how ecologically conscious they are. Is that true?
Yes, I think that South America is divided a lot on how conscious about this problem they are, and they're willing to fight or do anything about this. And also, this brings us a huge opportunity to us to get this huge part of population that are not very well informed by this. We're not very targeted by media in general, to let them know about this problem and what they can do about it.
Now, you had told me before we started that there are several Boston Spanish language newspapers, but only one of them responded to your invitation. And, this is a problem for everybody. And it's money saving, right? I mean, I wonder why they're resistant. Is it just because it's not in their culture or what?
Well, I don't think it's about it. It's just like very short notice. It's hard to we have time conflicts, and it's just like very, we've planned this for a long time. I've worked with Karen for a really short time.
Yeah.
So we haven't had the time to properly reach out to every newspaper and TV station we could have.
But at least you're starting. I think a lot of times people just do it in English and then forget about it. And let's talk about the festival. First of all, it is multi-ethnic. You have music from really all over the world, right? There are Spanish dancers and singers, but they're also from Africa and Asia, right? Mm-hmm. It's really, for anyone who, even if you didn't care about the environment, which everybody should, the music is fantastic,
yes.
Right?
And we also have, I am excited about this. He's called Jose Juamanes. He's a film director. He works a lot with Indian cultures back in Peru. And his work is just amazing. He's filmed documentaries about the economic, political, social aspect of this and how these have to spend time.
Yes, well, in mentioning Peru, the Amazon is drying up. A lot of people don't realize that they tunnel the water over to Lima, which most of Peru is a desert. And if the Amazon dries up anymore, the people in Peru are just not going to have any water. And I think a lot of times people are just worried about their own little community and not realizing that Latin America and here in the United States, there's all kinds of polluted rivers and waters, and people have rivers in front of their houses and they can't drink it. The kids can't swim in it, right? Mm-hmm. What are you? Another thing about the Greenfest is they're informational places that people can find out about, like getting heating discounts or things like this, that I think a lot of times not only Spanish-speaking people, but people that don't have English as their first language are suspicious of signing up for, free evaluation of heat or whatever. Do you think it will help people, Spanish-speaking people, to go and find out about, free light bulbs and stuff like that?
Well, it's also, as we're targeting this Hispanic community, we have, as you said, a lot of Hispanic and Latinos, either restaurants, singers. We have Los Higos del Barrio from New York, which are amazing salsa, bachata, and actually rock as well, singers. We have some amazing performers, food. Also, so yes, to respond to your question, like I think they will have enough opportunities for them to outreach to these people, to get to know, to understand what's happening. Also, something I want to mention, if you let me.
Yeah, certainly.
I'm very excited about Billions in Change Foundation. This is a foundation created by the CEO of 5 Hour Energy, and he has invested so much money in these new technologies that are aiming to fight poverty. So one
Are
of
we
the
talking about 5-hour drinks?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but he's doing what is he investing
in this energy to fight in these technologies to fight poverty. So, for example, one of the inventions he's made, what we're having on Greenfest, is this amazing bicycle that if you pedal for 10 minutes, you have enough energy for 24 hours. So
in your house. So in poor places, you
Yes.
can bicycle for 10 minutes, and then the energy is wow.
Yeah, so imagine the change that's going to bring. It's like people who weren't able to access to energy, they will suddenly be able to have communal computers, a better education, access to internet, which they didn't have.
Well, it's fantastic. There's so many. This is really Boston's look into the future, right? I mean, it's not only eating healthier and interacting more, but seeing these new technologies.
Yes.
So what do you suggest about the website? There's so many things going on. You could just go to it as a music festival. And they also have dance, right? And film festivals, educational festivals.
Yes.
There's things you can buy, right? It's so many festivals in one, right?
It is. That's why we have 3 days.
Right, 3 days. And I'm not sure that everybody knows it used to be just on City Hall Plaza, but now it's down through Faneuil Hall and Sam Adams Park, which is right in between those two. So you have much more territory now, right? And you have more than one stage, right?
Yes, we have. That's all thanks to amazing work Karen puts into this. Like, it's unbelievable how we just one
We're
person...
talking about Karen Weber. She's the head of the
Yes.
Foundation for Green Future. All right. Well, thank you. I hope next year that more Hispanic and Latino groups respond and have exhibits. But there already are Hispanic vendors and stuff that even if you didn't speak English, you could go there. Thank you very much for coming, Marcelo.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right. And the website is bostongreenfest.org.
.org.
Thanks again.